Yo, Still Bills, what's the dizzle, man? Y'all just dropped my daughter off at work. I'm about to go pick up my other two from school, man. But peep gang, we got to get into this shit, man. And that shit is Anthony AJ Joshua, bro. First off, I want to say shout out. It's been 3 years since he's won, and he just got he just got his victory last Saturday, man. After 3 years of not having one. So shout out to him on that. And I also want to say Jermaine Franklin is a stubborn customer, bro. Like, I don't think it should be any shame that he wasn't able to just to get rid of this dude, man. I think this dude is going to be an irritant for any heavyweight that he comes up against. And I think we're really going to see how what's the word I'm looking for? How quality of a heavyweight that he is, with the amount of work that he's more than likely going to come across, whether that's on DAZN or whatever, if he wants to just remain a free agent, because at this point, they're going to be using him as a litmus test. They're going to be using him as a litmus test. And I don't see anything wrong with that, man. Dillian Whyte, let's not act like Dillian Whyte was fresh off of, and was off, suffered from inactivity when they fought. He fought him fresh, 3, 4, 5 months later after he got knocked out. Now, granted, it was supposed to be a rebound fight for him being knocked out. I get that. Nonetheless, he went in there and he was able to get that dude hell, take him to hell and back. And a lot of people feel that he won the fight. And he hurt Dillian Whyte as well. So I don't want people to just get it fucked up like, yo, man, you were supposed to just get rid of this dude, which everybody felt that he was. But sometimes, shit just doesn't go according to plan. Look at Beck the Bully and Gabe Rosado, which is a rematch that we're having, which I don't understand why. But that's a prime example. Beck the Bully, Gabe Rosado was there for the taking for Beck the Bully, and Beck the Bully hurt him, dropped him, and ended up pulling a banana skin. You know what I'm saying? So shit doesn't always go according to plan. Nonetheless, he did win the round. I didn't think that Jermaine, you could argue that he won maybe 2 rounds in the fight with Anthony Joshua, but it was a pretty dominant victory. It was a pretty dominant victory, a clear and concise winner. I don't see how anybody can make an argument that he won the fight. Anthony Joshua clear as day won that fight. And so saying all of that, we do have to get into the, I don't know what's going on with this dude. I was never a dude who was like, oh man, he's scared, he's ruined, he's psychologically damaged, just saying all the disparaging remarks that that people say about him to slight him or whatever. And my thing is this: I can no longer ignore it. I ignored it because I've always thought it was smart to fight, not cautiously, but use your natural advantages to your advantage. If you're taller, why would you collapse the pocket just to to accommodate your opponent without making him earn it? I've always thought that was the logical thing to do, and he's been doing that really since Andy Ruiz. Maybe I heard Cali X say Klitschko. You could possibly argue Klitschko, but I really started seeing it Andy Ruiz when he went out of his way to stay way outside, like not even at mid distance when he fought Andy Ruiz. He stayed at long range so he can get full extension on the 1s and the 2s. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I thought it was a logical choice for him to make. It's a logical adjustment. And I never disparaged him for that, man. But after this Saturday, it's like you can no longer ignore what everybody is saying, man. The dude was like, everything is there for this dude to be a great fighter. Everything is there. Everything is there. The jab is there. The vocabulary off the jab is there. The vocabulary and punch selection is there. It's like, yo, you have all the tools. You have the up jab. You had the lead uppercut. You got the rear uppercut. You got the left hook. You got the 1. You got the 2. Everything is there. Everything is there. But you just, I don't know if Jermaine Franklin, being the stature that he is, him and Ruiz are listed as the same height, 6'2". I don't know if that right there was a bit of a, you know, of a flashback to, you know, back then. I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't say nay or yay or nay. And maybe that caused you a little bit, you know, to revert back to when you fought, when you got stopped by Ruiz. I don't know what it was. I don't know if the hand speed had you kind of like gun shy or whatever. I don't know what it was. I know you just, when he, you know, he was able to bust your nose early, but that's really the only significant shots that he landed. And that was like in the first and the second round. We still got 11 and 10, you know, 10, 11 rounds to go. And you're a little, you know, gun shy. You're a little gun shy. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, when do you start to get relaxed in there? You didn't really start to get relaxed and get a bounce on your feet or on your toes or whatever until the mid rounds. And even, you know, Franklin is, you know, making all these gestures at you, you know, heckling you and taunting you with the facial expressions and all that. You realize that shit stopped shortly after that, right? Because you realize, yo, all right, this ain't Dillian Whyte that I'm in front of. You kept that man at bay all night with the jab. And you was just apprehensive to step into it. I don't know if in this if you and Derrick James are, you know, are experimenting or whatever, you like, yo, we gonna work on our gas tank. I can understand that, and I can respect that. I can understand it. I can respect it if that's what it is that y'all are trying to do. If y'all are looking at, for the, you know, in it for the long haul, all right, man. Well, let's, you know, we not in no rush. You still young. You're still in your prime technically. You're still young. We got all the time in the world. All the heavyweights, all your contemporaries are aging out. Fury's older than you. Wilder's older than you. Usyk is even older than you. So all of your contemporaries are aging out. Joe Joyce is older than you. All of these fighters are older than you. So, you know, it could have been like, yo, it's no need to rush. You know what I'm saying? We got years. We got 2 or 3 years, and we gonna stretch them 2 or 3 years as much as we possibly can. I can respect if that's what it is y'all were trying to do, and really work on discipline and work on, you know, stamina and endurance and conditioning. I can respect that. I can thoroughly respect that, man. But there are certain things a trainer can't teach you, and that's just to go for it. If that's what it is that y'all are working on, you know, kudos to y'all for doing that. But you don't play with your food neither. You took some big shots from Jermaine Franklin down the stretch, but you was able, all right, yeah, whatever the fuck ever with it. Roll it, or you just eat the shot and, you know, wrap him up. Like, no, I'm not. No, that shit ain't phasing me. That shit ain't phasing me, bro. Like, that was a fight that, you know, it was a dominant victory, but it wasn't the victory that we was anticipating. Had you went in there and just battered this dude and just wasn't able to stop him, all right, that's one thing. But man, it's like you did not really want to go for the knockout. You did not step into your jab until late into the fight. And at that point in time, you'd be surprised when the motherfuckers just preserved and they just want to survive. You'll be surprised with the, you know, just how slick they become. The slicksters they become. They're not looking to counter you at all. They're just looking to get out of the way of the shot. So they'll slip the shot, they'll weave up under the shot and wrap you up. And that's what he was doing a lot. Those shots he wasn't looking to land in anything significant and big. He was just looking to step in behind whatever shot he was throwing and wrap you up to holster your offense. That's all he was doing. And to his, you know, to his credit, that was a smart thing to do. Because he didn't have anything left in the gas tank. He saw off rip by mid rounds, this is not Dillian Whyte that I'm standing in front of. This is a whole different beast right here. But you just refused to step into your shots, man. Like, you just did not want to, you didn't want to go for it. You did not want to go for it. And now you look vulnerable. So it's like, you know, what do you got, bro, you got up off the deck with Klitschko. You got up off the deck with Klitschko. You dropped him, got up off the deck. You dropped him brutally, he got dropped, got up off the deck, and went on to stop him. Bro, you are a gladiator. You know what I'm saying? And you, because of the shit that you do as a fighter, you will always have my support as a fan. all the, you're a 2-time unified world champion, the face of the division, you're the breadwinner of the division, and still you have a hunger in you that's like, you just feel like you haven't done enough. Like, I haven't done enough. You still have goals and aspirations. That shit is extremely commendable. You have goals, you have aspirations. Money is like, all right, yeah, you like your money because it gives you financial freedom to do whatever the fuck it is you want to do, but I want to be remembered in the history books. I'm always going to respect that. I'm always going to respect that. You're consistently fighting the tough schedules. You don't pull nobody up from the, from the lower half of the division unless you don't have a choice because fighters fall through. I respect the fuck out of that, and I support you for that. And you're one of my favorite heavyweights because of that. That shit is dope to me. In a state where most people who are doing the hard work are being completely berated for whatever reason. You and Canelo in particular, Bud in particular. It's just really ridiculous to me, man. So you have my support in that. But we just need you to rediscover that, that dog that you was when you fought Klitschko, man. You got up off the deck when you fought that dude and you stopped him. Coming in at your career heaviest, 200 and 255, that's letting us know we coming in here to knock over this building that we in. And maybe you did it just to see, all right, cool, well, this fight we not going for the knockout. We gonna see if we can carry this weight from rounds 1 to 12, because this is the size that we're coming in every fight. I can respect that. I can respect that. But you also have to push yourself in those fights, in those moments. You have to push yourself. You definitely have to push yourself. And I didn't see it from you. I didn't see it from you. I didn't see it from you at all. So it's like, how we got to get back. Like, how do we rediscover this dog? The fact that you're talking about fighting 3 times this year is a thing of beauty. Is a thing of beauty. A thing of beauty. You already won up on Tyson Fury for the year. You already won up on Deontay Wilder for the year. You have a projected, a target date of which you're trying to come back, or at least a month. That is dope. Activity. I can respect that. I can honestly respect, like, I not even respect it, I love it. I love it. But I do not want you calling out Tyson Fury right now. For one, Tyson Fury, just don't give that dude no leeway to use your name for clout, because that's what he's been doing, you dig? He's been doing it for years. It's not about him trying to get in the ring with you. It's just, to kick you while you down and just really be a little, a dighead. And just do the little trolly shit that he does online to bring clarity to his fights. Or not clarity, but, viewership to his fight, which is what he did when he used you to amp up the fight. The trilogy with him and Deontay Wilder, bro. It's like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? So the fact that you would even accommodate that man and call his name and say, yo, we'll fight and I'll take a 70-30, bro, fuck no. For one, we want undisputed. For two, we don't want you and Tyson Fury right now because nobody is too favorable in you winning that fight. And that's just being real. I think you in the right state of mind is more than capable of beating Tyson Fury. Everything is there, man. When Deontay Wilder is telling you, man, you just you think too much, and you think yourself out of these fights, and you can win these fights, you can beat these dudes. When Deontay Wilder is saying that shit, that's something to, like, yo, that's something to, damn word. Maybe he's on to something. These two don't like each other. These are rivals. And for him to say that right there should give you, that should give you cause to pause and go back to the drawing board and say, all right, what is it that I'm doing wrong? And the only thing that you're doing wrong is the self-doubt, bro. And I get it. It's a motherfucker. I get it. But we got to get past it, because you've got past it before. Andy Ruiz is nothing like Klitschko. Klitschko would have beat the shit out of Andy Ruiz. You got up and you stopped him. I don't want to hear about you. Just your chin, dog. Like, don't talk to me about your chin, because the chin is not what you got hit on. You caught a flush shot to the temple. Andy Ruiz is a big puncher. Fast hands. Good counter puncher. The minute you collapse the pocket, oh yeah, you stepping in now? Bet. You're in my territory. I don't have to go and find you. I don't have to get a little bit more articulate and eloquent with setting up a shot so you won't see it coming. No, you right there. He capitalized on it, and that's what it is. And it was the perfect shot to the temple, not the chin. So why are you, just listening to motherfuckers talk about how chinny you are when you didn't take a shot on the chin by Andy Ruiz? I just need you to get, rediscover who it is that you are, bro. Because what we saw is like, oof. It wasn't too good of a look. So it's like, who do we got next? Who do we gun for next? And I personally think the fight you should gun for next is Jarrell Miller. You need to go on ahead and get that out the way. You need to go on ahead and get that out the way. You really need to go on ahead and get that out the way. Because he's the type of dude that's going to force that dog out of you. If he can't do nothing else, he's going to force the fight out of you. Not just because of how skilled he is and nothing like that, but just because of the amount of shit that he's going to talk. He couldn't wait for you to, he couldn't wait for that fight to be over on Saturday so he can run right to social media and start wilding on you. I still watch that fucking, the presser between you and him, and I'll cry laughing hysterically every time I watch it because, he's a comedian. But he's going to bring that dog out of you. Just because it's like, yo, I just got to get my hands on this dude, bro. Because the shit that you saying is pissing me off. Never mind it being true, you just talking way too slick. That's who you need to go and fight next. That's who you need to fight next. Jarrell Miller. That's a confidence boosting fight right there. If you can go in there and knock him out, because I'm expecting you to do that if you fight him. But even if you don't knock him out, because he hasn't been, I don't even think he's even been dropped yet. Even if you don't knock him out, I'm expecting you to at least go in there and look to hurt this dude. This ain't no fight, or this ain't no boxing match. We fighting. I'm expecting that out of you. And that's the type of fighter that's the type of matchup that you need right there. That's the type of matchup that you need. That right there. But you just really need to rediscover that, that dog in you, man, and learn to just, now it's time to step into my jab. Jermaine Franklin was there for the taking. He was there. He was there for the taking. He definitely was. He started getting frustrated because he just kept eating jabs. He started lunging in. The chin over his kneecap. Yeah, he started doing that a lot. I started noticing that down the stretch. He was there for, you have an impeccable pull counter, dog. You have an impeccable pull counter. I don't see too many heavyweights do that. And for you to, that takes dexterity, that takes, agility, sharp reflexes, timing. That takes all of that shit. And for you to be 255 pounds or even 250 or 240 or whatever, solid muscle, for you to be able to execute that speaks to your skill set. You have all the necessary tools to be a great fighter, and you just are gun shy because you let these motherfuckers run off with this, man. This notion that you're chinny. He's chinny. Even though you didn't get caught on the chin, you got caught on the temple. You dig? So all I'm saying is, man, just let's get, we need to rediscover that dog. We have to. We have to rediscover that, because this is just We can't have another performance like this, man. I get it. You're under an immense amount of pressure because, you're the breadwinner in the division. Everybody is looking for a match with you because of the amount of money that you generate every time you step out there. I get it, you know what I'm saying? And that's and even speaking of that, man, going on this this notion that he's coddled, bro, that is a very unfair criticism that he's levied over these past few years. There's no way you're a coddled fighter fighting the level of competition that you've been fighting for the past, I don't know how many years, since being a champion. Dillian Whyte, Povetkin, Takam, Klitschko, Andy Ruiz, Usyk, Pulev, all top fighters in the division at the time that he fought them. I don't want to hear this notion that he's coddled. Because he's never pulled up anybody from the bottom 20. He's never done that. Never. I'm really tired of hearing people say that shit, man. It's like, yo, y'all just, you can be, you can not like somebody, whatever the fuck ever, man. But when you just start looking for bullshit narratives and talking points that other motherfuckers spew just to exacerbate your level of, animosity that you have towards somebody is corny. Yeah, that dude ain't coddled. You dig? Fuck out of here. I ain't going for none of that shit. But nonetheless, we gotta rediscover that dog, man. That's what it's all. That's the entire point of this video. Because there's no reason why you couldn't went in there and severely hurt that dude. You could have severely hurt him, and it shouldn't have took you that long to get comfortable in there. If that's Tyson Fury, you're on the opposite side of, bro, you're out of that fight. He's going to take you to a decision. He's going to take you, and possibly knock you out or drop you, and viciously hurt you. There's no reason for you to be timid, bro. There's no reason for you to be timid. You're a good fighter. Even Dillian Whyte, everything is there. He's just mentally, he's just not there. He's just not there. For you to be able to box somebody as prolifically as you did, and people's expectations are so high of you that they're calling this a lackluster performance and a piss poor performance, and even in that performance, you're dominant in that performance. Run with that. Take that all with shit. Look what I was able to do in a lackluster performance. Imagine what I can do when I'm in my bag. Your next opponents need to be Jarrell Miller and Otto Wallin. Those are the two fights you need to be going at, aiming for. Not Joe Joyce. Not Joe Joyce. Not right now. Jarrell Miller first. Otto Wallin next. I really want those fights for you. Jarrell Miller more than anything, because he's the one that's going to revitalize that dog. He's the one that's going to have your ass ready to kill him. I'm ready to... these 12 rounds ain't enough. I need that in the parking lot. So, come back to yourself, man. Rediscover that Nigerian warrior that we've known for the past, I don't know how many years. We can't have another performance like that, man. You still got shit to accomplish, and you can become a 3-time heavyweight world champion. Doses.